Hello?
Holy shit. Ah!
Out of here. Hello?
Holy
Oh, hi.
Hello! We are back with a scary video reaction. Today we are going to be reacting to 6 most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera by Chilling Scares. This video is about a week old, so pretty new. I go camping pretty often, so this might hit home for me. So let's see what kind of scary camping encounters we can get into. So let's react to the video.
Since 2017, a YouTuber named Phil has been uploading videos of his hiking trips to his channel Hike Slam, where he gives his viewers a glimpse into everything he does to prepare for a long hike, camp alone in the middle of the woods, choose the right hiking gear, and pretty much
Everybody subscribe to Hike Slam.
everything related to the outdoors. On the night before Thanksgiving 2021, Phil went on an overnight hike to camp on the Appalachian Trail near his house in Virginia.
The overnight hikes are sick. I've done one here in Japan, but Appalachian Trail, I don't know if I'd want to go camping there. There's some history. I don't know, stereotypes, history, something like that. But anyway, sus.
For the first half hour of his hike, things kick off pretty normally, but after a while, he finds some
Although it does sort of give it credibility that he's not like a spooky horror YouTuber. He's just like a regular hiking guy. So, you know, this might be legit. We'll see what it is.
odd-looking trash lying on the side of the trail. Strangely, there appears to be some writing on some of the containers he finds, which appear to be song lyrics, though it's hard to imagine why anyone would go through the trouble of writing out entire songs or poems on a plastic.
Wait. There's something in that water bottle on the left there. What is it?
It's hard to imagine why anyone would go through the trouble of writing
just garbage, I think it's just
out
garbage.
entire songs or poems on a plastic container, only to later throw it on the side of the trail.
Yeah, that's pretty weird. What does this say? Is coming down from of in Fairfax Falls Church. What? I don't know. It's hard to read.
As he crosses the boundary into the wilderness, things
I don't like
get
how it's
stranger and
slanted like
stranger,
that. That's
and as he nears the campsite, Phil finds another series of disturbing notes.
Weirdness continues. I was a hiker. I'm assuming they mean hiker. I hiked alone, but I hike too much, and now I'm a stone. I said. I mean, that just seems like a joke someone made. It seems pretty not malicious.
Continues. What the?
Fed nuts, illusions plus images, trash pickup courtesy of Real Hard Donahue, aka Wolfman of Helltown. Okay, that's getting a little bit more. Maybe we don't want to be here. And it's written on like the insole of a shoe, I guess. Wolfman of Helltown. Jesus, there's so much. Oh my god. There's no way I can read that shit. We all. Oh.
There's a
Oh.
dead duck here.
All right. The creepy writing and stuff, that could just be hooligans, but when you get to like dead animals and shit, you go home. You just go home. You don't need to be walking around where people are killing animals and putting them all over the ground and shit.
Some of the notes appear to contain cryptic poems, others seem to talk about pretty in-depth conspiracy theories and undercover federal agents or something, and the rest appear to be biographical, with whoever wrote them telling parts of their story.
They did talk about feds a lot.
The person who wrote the notes was the same person who killed the duck, but honestly, it would be too much of a coincidence for the dead duck to be lying right there next to the series of creepy notes, which were obviously placed there.
To be fair, the duck could have just had like a brain aneurysm while it was walking by. Or maybe it ate the plastic and died, you never know.
Recently, considering they're in good condition and not wet. After taking in the eerie scene, Phil notices a tarp and a fire next to a campsite about 20 yards away from the notes and the dead duck. Staying as far away as possible from the campsite, he continues making his way up to a shelter. Although this next...
Yeah, I think I'm different than these people. I would just go home. Like, it's not that big a deal, right? Like, then you don't have to get stabbed or sacrificed, right?
Part wasn't caught on camera. Phil then reported that he saw two women coming down the trail with their dog, asking him if he had seen the guy who was leaving the creepy notes and dead animals on the side of the trail.
Ew.
When Phil mentioned he saw a campsite and a fire a few yards away from the notes, the woman got scared and asked him to walk back to their car with them.
Fair.
Thinking it was probably a good idea to move as far away as possible from the campsite anyway, Phil went back with them and then started hiking in the other direction to find a safer place to spend the night. Fortunately, the rest of his hike to the new shelter was a lot more uneventful for Phil, and once he got there, he was able to set up a camp for the night, light a fire, and enjoy his dinner miles away from the disturbing notes he found. A few minutes later, once it got dark, Phil decided to go into the shelter and check out the camp log and see some of the notes and stories other hikers had left behind.
Oh shit, I think it's gonna get crazy, dude. I think it's gonna get crazy.
That's when things get extremely creepy again.
There you go. There we go.
I'm gonna check out the shelter log here.
All
I
right.
hang out by the fire. Almost every shelter on the Appalachian Trail has a shelter log where people write.
I guess the Appalachian Trail is like a common place for hiking in that area. I don't know. I've only ever heard like crazy stuff about like the Appalachian area, so I didn't know it was like pretty common for hiking and camping and stuff.
In their trail names and what's going on. They can write whatever they want in there. So it's kind of cool tradition here. So let's see what this one says. Little engine, back section. Hiking again finally. It's nice and little trail magic. Ah, some comics and
Ooh.
stuff. Alright, let's see what's happened recently.
Oh god.
Holy crap. Wait a second.
Oh no, dude.
Hold on, adjust the camera here. This writing looks almost exactly like the writing that was on that garbage a couple of miles from here.
Even though the shelter where Phil's currently staying at is more than 2 miles away and on the other side of the road from the previous one, the handwriting in the camp log is exactly the same as the handwriting that was on the notes and garbage on the other side of the road.
It does look pretty similar, but you know, people can have similar writing. Like, but you never know.
This is pretty disturbing in itself, but it gets even more so when Phil starts to actually read some of the content in the logbook.
Oh.
2018, while I was incarcerated at the Okaloosa County Jail. What the heck?
Where is this? Where is he reading? Oh, there I see it.
In solitary confinement, I figured the following out. Refer to Isaiah 28:15 through 9. This is the
19.
same ramblings from the guy that was on the other side of the river. That's kind of scary. Kind of weird.
Well, to be fair, he doesn't know if that the person that was camping there was the person who wrote everything. It probably could be, but like it could just be some random ass people too.
Those women down there said they were going to call the police on the guy.
Woo!
Wow, this is.
I guess he did litter.
It's just like it goes in one direction, then immediately goes in a completely different direction, and there's just so much of it. Like this line up here. Think grave robbery in an attempt to obscure the reality of Little Mrs. Wolf.
Oh, so they're the wolf references
Some more
again.
of those wicked schemes, JB and company, so I can show some more of your true character.
The fact that there's a convicted felon walking around the woods leaving dark and weird notes all over the place is extremely concerning.
Yeah,
And based on the
it's
kinds of stuff the
dude.
guy is writing, he's probably not in his right mind. This could obviously be dangerous for Phil, especially since it's already pretty dark and he doesn't appear to have anything to defend himself with. It's ready to go to sleep in his tent. Phil walks back to the shelter once more, where he finds half a Gatorade bottle hanging from a string on the ceiling with a note in the same guy's handwriting that reads, "Watch out for Yeet Mouse. The dead do walk and talk."
Yeah, that's
Understandably
creepy
creeped
as
out
hell.
by yet another disturbing note, Phil tries to fall asleep in his tent, obviously a little on edge from everything that happened that day. The last thing you'd want to happen if you were in Phil's position would probably be to start hearing strange noises near the shelter in the middle of the night.
I agree.
That's exactly what happened.
No!
While he was falling
This poor
asleep,
guy.
He heard something moving near the shelter.
Could be an
As he
animal.
poked his head out of the tent, he saw a single guy with a headlamp walking around the shelter. Not wanting to find out if it was the same guy who had been leaving notes, he quietly made his way back to the truck in the middle of the night, checking over his shoulder the entire way to make sure he wasn't being followed.
Jesus.
Luckily, he made it back home safely, and as of 2024, he hasn't uploaded another video about the strange notes he found on the Appalachian Trail.
He probably never wants to go back
It's pretty
there.
likely that dozens of other hikers after him came across the disturbing notes and the dead duck, but we'll probably never know who exactly the guy who wrote them was, or what he would have done if he ran into any unsuspecting campers.
That one's pretty creepy. Like, I would be fucked if that happened to me. But at the same time, it's probably just like a crazy guy that lives out there or something, you know. There's crazy people. All right, let's
Gaz is a
get into the
camping
next
channel
one.
on YouTube consisting of dozens of videos featuring Gaz, the uploader, going on hiking and camping trips in the UK with his French bulldog named Fendi. In a lot of his videos, he goes camping in some pretty extreme conditions.
Jesus.
And he often shows footage of his unexpected encounters with big animals in the middle of the woods.
Oh,
In April 2023, Gaz uploaded
Well, that's just a
video of
deer,
camping
right?
trip he made somewhere in the woods in the UK. The first part of the camping trip goes pretty much according to plan, with the footage showing Gaz setting up his tent and chopping wood to make a fire while his
dude, what, look at this. Oh, shit. I went too far.
trip he made somewhere in the woods in the UK.
One second.
The first part of the camping trip goes pretty much according to plan, with the footage showing Gaz setting
Dude, his tent is fucked, man. It's got giant holes and shit. What's going on? You need a new tent, brother. Or duct tape.
up his tent and chopping wood to make a fire while his dog Fendi keeps him company as the sun begins to set. This next part wasn't shown in the footage, but as Gaz started to prepare his steak dinner over the fire, a random man in jeans and a coat approached his campsite and asked him for a beer and some food.
What the fuck?
Right, we've got steaks on go now. Bit of ribeye, pot boiling for some mash, and I've got a visitor.
Oh no.
Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light in my pants. This is Martin anyway. I don't know him, but he's stopping for a steak, so...
Just some random creep wandering about.
You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
I don't think I was. I could have been.
I mean, he doesn't seem too bad. He's a little weird, obviously, because he's wandering around by himself for no reason. But he's like, he's talking and he seems sociable. He doesn't seem like, he seems a little off, but not insane. So we'll see how it goes.
Although the encounter with the man itself was pretty tame,
Yeah.
it's still pretty creepy to be camping in the woods in the middle of nowhere and suddenly be approached by a random guy asking for things.
Yeah, for fucking real,
If you
dude.
listen closely to what he's saying, some of the guy's sentences are a little incoherent, and he appears to ramble a bit when he talks, almost like he's kind of out of it. Later in the footage, Gaz reveals that Martin was homeless, and that as they shared their dinner, he told Gaz his story about how he had ruined his life with drugs, and how he had ended up walking alone in the woods that day.
Jesus.
Disturbingly, Gaz also mentioned that while they were having dinner, he turned around for a few seconds to chop some more wood to keep the fire going, and when he turned back around, Martin had left the campsite unannounced without even thanking Gaz for the food.
Jesus.
After the strange
That's creepy as hell.
the uploader decided to leave the campsite and head home out of fear that the man would possibly tell his friends about meeting some guy camping out in the middle of the woods with expensive filming equipment lying around and suggest robbing him or possibly worse.
Guy's smart. That was a good decision, I think. Better safe than sorry, you know?
To see if Martin would come back in the middle of the night with possibly ill intentions, Gaz actually left a trail camera on the tree at the campsite to capture everything that happened that night.
Damn, this dude's like an FBI agent, dog.
Based on his behavior, it's pretty hard to gauge Martin's intentions and know whether he was just
Yeah.
confused and possibly under the influence, or if he had something more sinister planned that evening. Either way, it's probably a good thing that Gaz left the campsite and didn't go back until the next morning. Especially since, when he did go back, his trail camera that he had left was completely gone.
Oh shit, they stole it.
Creepy Outdoors is a channel where the uploader frequently shows footage of
That one is pretty, so that one was like, it didn't seem too bad, but the fact that like they came back and took his camera, I feel it had to be the same guy, because who else would have just been wandering around and found the camera, right? That makes it feel like if he didn't get out of there, like some crazy shit might have happened, you know?
his nighttime visits to
Jeez.
sketchy outdoor locations during all 4 seasons. In October 2022, Creepy Outdoors uploaded a video of a camping trip he took to an
Okay, this one automatically less believable because they sort of like sculpt their YouTube channel around being creepy. So it's like, you know, I'm not saying it's fake, but a higher possibility in my view.
named forest in the middle of nowhere, recording everything he saw as he explored some of the surrounding woods in the darkness.
God, that's fucked. I hate this shit,
All you
dude.
can hear is the guy's breathing, and you can't help but be kind of amazed at how brave it is to visit a dark forest in the middle of nowhere all alone.
Yeah, for real.
If you're gonna run into potentially hostile animals or something else. As the video progresses, the uploader makes a few comments and observations on his surroundings, and throughout the footage, there doesn't appear to be anyone else in the forest with him.
Jesus.
Around 13 minutes in, though, an extremely disturbing sound takes the footage in a pretty dark direction.
Let's hear. Holy fuck.
Oh, hi. What? I need to get out of here.
Yeah, fucking for real, dude.
Boy.
What the f?
Ooh.
Holy shit. I'm fight or flight, dude. I'm fight or flight.
Creepy. I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
In the distance, probably a couple of hundred feet away from the uploader, a voice yells,
That was like the creepiest thing that could possibly happen. That's fucked. That's insane, dude. Hopefully it's just teenagers randomly seeing a guy and wanting to prank him or something, but oh, that gave me chills. That gave me chills. That gave me chills. Oh, fuck me, dude.
It's possible that the disturbing sound was made by a coyote or a fox, but because it's
No. There's no way, dude. They clearly said I see you. I know what a coyote sounds like, okay? I'm from Canada. That wasn't no fucking coyote, I don't think.
sounded so much like I See You, it could have also been another camper trying to mess with the uploader and scare him.
Yeah, I think it was
Because
probably
the YouTuber had been
I think it was probably someone trying to like just fuck with him, but there's some fucked up people out there, you never know.
talking and making noise almost the whole time. He might have inadvertently alerted someone else who may have wanted to play a prank on him just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Still, it's hard to imagine why anyone else would be wandering in the same secluded part of the woods as the uploader.
Also, they clearly saw his light, right? And from the video, it seems like he didn't see any other lights or anything. So they're just walking around fucking pitch black. That's fucked up, dude.
What's most disturbing is that the person or animal or whatever it was that made the noise appeared to yell out right after the guy turned off his lamp, almost as if they were waiting for that to happen to yell out something disturbing.
Yeah, that's
Luckily, the uploader was able to make it back to his campsite safely and has continued uploading outdoor footage to this day.
that would have destroyed me, dude. That would have
Sam is a YouTuber from Cleveland, Ohio, who's been uploading
Alright,
videos of
Sam.
stealth camping trips to his channel, The Northwest Wind, since 2016.
nice stealth camp.
For those
Stealth
of you who
camp.
don't know, stealth camping just means parking your camper van pretty much anywhere without paying for parking, and people do it anywhere from residential neighborhoods to the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
In January 2024, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland, leaving his camper van at a local dog park a few hundred yards away. On his way into the woods, he finds a camping tent that's been shredded to pieces.
Shit.
It's honestly a little creepy, but he keeps
Yeah, that's creepy because like most people would take that shit with them, right?
going anyway.
Unless like it's really old and already fucked up and they're like, ah, I don't want to pack it up. You never know.
After setting up his tent in the woods, he starts cooking dinner on a camping stove.
Nice.
As the sun starts to set, he sees a couple of people walking by the campsite, and this is when he mentions that he's getting a bad vibe and feels like he's possibly in danger from them.
Oh shit,
Most
why?
experienced campers would probably tell you that if your gut is telling you something's wrong, you should probably call it a day and leave.
True.
Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording.
Oh no,
As soon as he
dude.
settles down in his tent to get some sleep, things start to get very creepy.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they can see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
Fuck me, dude.
As the seconds pass by, the footsteps outside seem to get louder and louder. At one point, Sam calls out to whoever's out there, but at first he doesn't get a response. It's only after he calls out for about the 5th time that every camper's worst nightmare starts to become a reality for Sam.
No.
They're walking around outside in circles.
Hello? Hello?
Their footsteps are so
I
loud.
don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop. Hello?
Holy shit.
Hello?
Ah!
Out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife?
Don't say that out loud, man.
With me here. Holy crap. Get away. What do you want?
They came back?
Hello? I can't see you. Hello? All right, I'm getting out of here. We're getting out of here.
One thing that a lot of people in the comments
Holy cow, dude.
is that if you're being stalked or attacked by a stranger in the middle of the woods, it's probably not a good idea to show weakness by saying things like, I can't see you, I'm spooked, and I don't like this. After this, the attackers apparently leave the campsite, but as soon as he steps out of the tent, Sam sees them standing eerily in the woods just a few feet away from him.
Jesus.
My tent on me. I don't know which way they went.
Can you see it in the video?
I think they went this way. I see you.
I can't see it.
Away.
That shit's dark as hell, dude.
All right, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want?
I can't see shit, dog.
Leave me alone.
Jesus.
Completely freaking out after the disturbing encounter, he obviously decides to call it a night and head back to his
Holy shit. That's crazy. Maybe just someone cracked out or something. I don't know. Because why would they come over there, kind of mess with him, not say anything, and then just walk away? Like, it's so weird. Like, if they were going to do something fucked up, they probably would have done it while he was, like, all tangled up in the tent, you'd think, right? So it's just super weird.
van in the park, but things only continue to get worse for Sam.
Oh, what more?
All right, they're moving again. I don't know. I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here.
You can buy more. You can buy more.
Follow me.
Well,
I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to.
if they're going to follow you, they're going to follow you.
I smell your cigarette. I can hear you. I hear you.
Fuck, they're still following him?
As he's making his way back to the park, he looks back at the campsite and sees the attackers stealing his things, but he decides to leave his stuff behind, terrified for his life. As
Yeah.
he's running through the woods now, he turns back and sees his attackers chasing him.
You can buy a new tent, you can't buy a new life.
This has got to lead back to the main trail. I don't know where they are. I think it's all foggy up here. I got water in my headlamp. I don't know where to go. I don't see or hear anybody.
Oh shit, dude. This is like a literal nightmare, man. It's like a horror movie.
I can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording all of this. I'm calling the police.
That's a good thing to say.
Back on the path. Okay.
Holy Jesus, motherfucker.
Get away from me!
They're still following him? I can't see
After
shit,
making
dog.
it back to his van safely, he drove home and gave his viewers a recap of everything that happened. As you can imagine, a lot of people in the comments accuse the
This one ramped it up fucking a lot, dude. That was insane. It went from like fucking 5 to fucking like 1,000.
uploader of staging the video, mentioning that nobody in their right mind would continue to record as they sprint through the woods in the dark. But his reaction seems pretty genuine to me. Different people act different ways in situations of stress. As for who the two guys who stalked and attacked
And like the fact that he recorded like shit. Like the recording is not a good. He wasn't checking to see if he was in frame or anything. So like that kind of like I don't know. And like recording is good for like evidence and shit in these situations. So he might have been thinking about that. But like it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell.
him were and what they wanted,
Mouse out
it's
of here.
really anyone's guess. If what they did to Sam was some kind of joke, that's a pretty messed up joke to play on someone.
Yeah, it's fuck.
But because the uploader confirmed that they didn't end up stealing his stuff when he went back the following morning, it's also clear that looting the campsite wasn't really their main focus.
That's super weird then. What the fuck were they doing?
We can't really know what they would have done to him if he hadn't run from the campsite, but at any rate, it's probably a good thing he did.
Alright, so at this point, I'm thinking either they were like just trying to fuck with him or it was all fake. Because they didn't steal, like, even if you weren't planning on stealing something after you knew he left, if you're like gonna be a weird fucking person, you'd probably just take something. Like camping shit's expensive, right? So
Love Sundays is a camping channel on YouTube run by a guy named Sean, who uploads some pretty cool footage of his solo camping trips everywhere in the UK.
Hey, Sean!
In 2024, he uploaded a video where he left his van on the side of the road next to the woods, and then went to do some exploring, jumping over a fence to walk through the woods.
These people are wild, man. I would never do this shit by myself.
After that, Sean makes his way back to his van to make dinner, where he then heads out once again for an evening stroll through the woods.
Why? Why would you ever want to go in the woods at night intentionally, man?
To bed at about 9 p.m., but at 3 in the morning, things start to get a little disturbing.
All being well, I'll
Dude, this is a sick van. It's nice as shit in here.
see you in the morning. Good night. A car's just pulled up,
Oh, shit.
and it sounds like they're walking around the van.
Oh, they probably think it's abandoned or some shit. They probably want to jack it up.
As soon as Sean pulls back the curtains, the people who were walking around the van get back in their car. When he put his head out the window to see what was going on, the car drove away, leaving him alone for the rest of the night. It wasn't until the next morning that Sean realized what the visitors had done to his van.
They did shit?
I think we should at least go outside and see how miserable the weather is.
What'd they do to his van, dude? That's a sick van, dude. He's got a nice setup in there.
My door's stuck.
Wait! There's a bug in here? Holy shit! What the f was that? I don't know where it went, man. Wait, pause. What was that? One second. I gotta... Oh, it's just a little fucking stink bug. Piece of shit. Scared me. I thought it was a bee or something. Back to the video. He can't open the door. Oh, motherfucker. It's so rude. Holy shit. This zipped tied?
So
His
here's-
door is shut?
It was obviously just people wanting to look about and
Yeah.
just be funny, I guess. But how dangerous is that? Locking someone in their van.
Yeah, if there's an
Check the back
emergency or
door.
something, you
There's
can't get
nothing on
out.
this one because they wouldn't have been able to tie it to anything, would they? There's no way they could have done that door anyway.
Damn, dude.
Why someone would want to lock a stranger in their van is anyone's guess.
A bunch of little pieces of shit, man. Just fucked with them for no reason at all.
And the only reasonable explanation I can think of is that maybe they were trying to steal the diesel from the van and put the zip ties on the door in case Sean realized what was happening and attempted to get out to stop them.
That makes sense too, actually, yeah. That's a better theory than mine.
It could have also been a local who didn't want anyone parking their camping van in that area. We'd never know. Luckily, after he cut the zip ties off, he made it back home unharmed and has continued uploading videos of his camping adventures in the UK. The Facts by HowToHunt.com is a channel dedicated to sharing knowledge about the outdoors and encouraging people to explore the wilderness.
Yeah, I got some fishing, got some hunting.
2022, a pretty terrifying video was uploaded to the channel in which a group of teenagers can be seen reacting to some strange sounds coming from somewhere in the woods.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, let's listen.
Hear it?
Is that a drum?
Austin, get the light.
That fucking bug stays away from me, man. Holy shit. It's Sasquatch.
Hey!
It's fucking actually Sasquatch. Just a dude letting out his testosterone. What is that? Like they have a drum or some weird shit.
Everybody, get in my truck.
When you're out in the woods in the middle of the night, it can be easy to mistake certain animal noises with human screams.
No, that was human for sure.
Foxes, coyotes, and bobcats are all known to make sounds that can sometimes be hard to tell apart from human yelling. But in this case, I don't know of any animal that can make that kind of noise, especially when you consider how
Sasquatch, duh.
loud the banging on the trees was. Elk are known to rub their antlers against trees, but it obviously doesn't sound that loud or menacing. A lot of people in
It
the
didn't-
comments of the
it
video
sounded like a
mentioned that
dude.
the sounds aren't too different from human screams, and it could have just been a man screaming in the woods in the middle of the night.
Yeah, dude.
Though that's also pretty messed up in itself.
Nah, people be doing
Even though
shit.
some viewers have claimed the video is staged, the uploader's reactions seem pretty genuine in this case, and the only thing we can say for sure is that it's probably a good thing that the guys didn't run into whoever or whatever was making those noises.
Well, that was, alright, that was the 6 most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. They weren't too crazy, no big jumps, no big spooks. But the one where the guy, was, like, stealth camping, and, the dude came right up to his tent and shit, that had me, like, fucking white knuckling some shit, you know? But, that was pretty creepy, I like the camping ones, because, like, they just, like, when I was younger, I spent a lot of time, like, outdoors and camping and stuff, so I kind of have a feeling inside of my body of, like, how scary it can be at night in the woods. So it kind of, like, hits my core, you know? So I'll try and check out some more of these, and then I'll see, I see there's some abandoned building ones, too. Those ones are pretty fucked up. But, yeah. If you made it this far, you know, think about hitting the like and subscribe, and, you know, tell me what you thought in the comments. Maybe you can suggest something else for us to react to, and yeah, thanks for watching.